Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very fine, thank you. Today's speech is called Occupy Wall Street, 1 year later. Occupy Wall Street, 1 year later. Last year, at this time, thousands and thousands of people went to the famous Wall Street area of New York to protest. The people who first came to the Occupy Wall Street protest were there because the government and the banks did not protect the people. Their concerns are very serious. The banks did some bad business, and the government did not do much to stop this bad business. Then the protests began, and then the protests grew and grew. The protesters had so many more things they wanted to change. The group lost its focus, and then everything just broke into pieces. The protesters went home. The big event was over. There were many protests, but there was no result. The banks still continued to do their business, and the changes that are needed are not coming. A society has many members, and society chooses the kinds of leaders that they need. The leaders have a very big responsibility to the people. They must lead, and they must make difficult choices. They have a hard job, but the people also have a job. Our job is to support and to watch carefully. If our governments need to work in ways to help our society, we need to support them and do our best to contribute. If our governments do not behave well, we must remind them that they must be good leaders. The Occupy Wall Street protests had no focus. They had too many things they wanted to change. They lost their chance to change one or two things because they decided to change everything. They started strong and then slowed down and then stopped. All because they had no focus. What kinds of things do you want to change? Are there things you want to change in your country or in your city? Are there things you want to change in your school experience or in your personal life? Whatever change you decide is important, but you must have a focus to make those changes. If you want to change too many things about yourself immediately, you cannot change so much. Focus on one problem at a time. Put all your energy to change one thing. When you can make changes with one thing clearly, you can change the next thing and the next thing. Change is part of life, but to make the best kind of changes, we need to have a focus. Be aware and awake about yourself, your society, and your country. When you see something that needs to be better, remember to choose the one thing you can change first, and that first change will be the beginning of many more changes you want to come. Change is always possible, but it needs a strong, focused mind to make it a reality. Thank you very much. Have a great day.